Hello, movie friends. Welcome back to the show. This is Anthony.
And this is James. And today we're going to be doing movie news number 32.
My weird intro.
Let's start off with the box office. So Spider-Man No Way Home was finally dethroned by a movie. It's been the daily number one for like 18 weeks straight. I'm just kidding. A long time. And it was dethroned by Scream. So Scream had a 3.5 million Thursday opening, well, pre-opening, and then 13.4 million Friday. We saw it Thursday. We did our review yesterday, so go check that out. It's expected to hit about $30 million this weekend, which is pretty damn solid for a horror movie.
Hey, people are going to the theaters. That's a good thing.
Spider-Man No Way Home has a total right now of $1.5 billion. Sing 2 has made $193 million globally. The King's Man is at $75 million globally, and the 355 is at $8 million total globally. And those are just the most recent releases in their totals.
That Sing movie did better than I expected.
Oh, people love that.
Well.
Yeah. It has a ton of stars in it.
Yeah, I saw the billboard.
Freaking
and
Bono's in it.
The movie stars next to their characters. McConaughey's in it.
Is he?
Yeah, he's one of the leads.
Tons of huge stars in that, so it's a big draw for kids and parents as well.
And our Scream review was awesome, so go check that out. It's on all the platforms for audio as well as YouTube.
It opens spoiler-free for about 7 or 8 minutes, and then it goes into spoiler territory. So if you haven't seen it yet, go listen to just the first 7-8 minutes and see what you think.
Now, to the movie news. We have a brand new teaser trailer for Moon Knight, Oscar Isaac's new superhero series for the MCU. They're going to release the full trailer in a couple of days during one of the football games on Sunday. I believe it will be Sunday afternoon they'll release it, and so we'll get a final full trailer look at Moon Knight. There's also a shot of Ethan Hawke, and he's got like this villainous, weird long hair. So I love Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hunt, so I can't wait to see this trailer.
Ethan Hunt?
Ethan Hawke.
Mission Impossible?
Ethan
What?
I just love Ethan
Crossover?
Hunt. I just love people named Ethan, I guess.
And we got a quick glimpse at the costume that Oscar Isaac has as Moon Knight. Just a quick flash of light for like a couple frames. Costume looks really cool.
Also, the costume putting itself on him.
Yeah.
There's a shot of it.
Looks pretty cool. I hopefully it's pretty badass because I would like to see some Marvel TV shows that are darker,
more mature,
yeah. And like maybe even close to rated R because what we're getting is solid, but like I feel like a lot of it's generated mostly for kids as well. I want some like adult superhero movies, TV shows.
We'll see if Disney can do that, but it is all generally so far geared towards an entire mainstream audience.
Yeah. True. So Letitia Wright, she's actually returning to Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, after her onset injuries, and she's got supposedly 4 weeks left to film, and her onset accident happened nearly 5 months ago, so it took her half a year to fully recover and then rehabilitate from her injuries, so it was that severe.
And now it says they have 4 weeks left of filming, but that's just the original schedule they put in place when they started filming, so they're going to be filming a lot more than the 4 weeks it says in this headline story, so obviously they'll be doing plenty of things, pickup shots and even some reshoots until the release of the film. So it's not like they have 4 weeks left and then it's done. I don't know who made this article, but it's the original schedule has 4 weeks left.
And it seems like they'll probably get it done by November because I know we were skeptical of it when we heard the news of her injury and obviously the COVID issues and traveling. So it seems like they'll be able to pull it off because, I'm sure they've edited a large portion of the film
Probably
already.
Done a ton of CGI, too.
Probably did a lot of post-production work. So, yeah, I think they'll pull it off then in November.
Oh, yeah. They want that. They want that November release.
For sure.
And now Batgirl has a movie coming out on HBO Max, and we got the first look at actress Leslie Grace in the Batgirl costume. Looks pretty awesome. This is just the first tease of Barbara Gordon's comic book character, and it's very accurate to the actual comics with the red hair and the purple color on the costume, and fans are very much looking forward to this new take on Batgirl.
Is this going to be in theaters, or is it just
HBO
going to be on
Max.
a film release on HBO Max?
HBO Max.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Blue Beetle is going to get a theatrical release, but that's interesting that HBO Max only for the movie. Is that the first time they've done that? I guess for a superhero film.
For superheroes, well, the Peacemaker show is the first. I would say. Well, no,
that's a show. I'm talking about film.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think it's the first movie for a superhero. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right. That's just the new world we're living in. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. We actually, when we saw Scream, we saw the trailer for the new Jackass movie. It looks so damn funny. So Jackass 4, we were cracking up.
Crazy.
I definitely want to see this. It's coming out the first week in February, right? Like February 4th or something like that.
Yeah.
cracking me the hell up. Like, you got to check out the trailer because we loved Jackass when we were kids. I don't think I saw the last one. I think I was like, it is what it is. But I think this one looks pretty epic and hysterical.
Yeah, we were dying laughing. Like, this just looks like a fun time at the theaters. I'm glad it's in theaters.
At the films.
At the films. Denzel Washington's been doing press for Macbeth, and he recently revealed that he saw Tenet at Christopher Nolan's house in Nolan's private theater. Nolan must have had a private screening for friends and family of the production of the film. He said it was very surreal to be like sitting next to Christopher Nolan watching his son in a Christopher Nolan film. And also he said it was extra weird because in this more than any other thing that John David Washington has done, he reminded him of himself. Like he was saying, this kid sounds exactly like me, and obviously it's my son, so he has me in him. But it was just really surreal for him.
Yeah, that's when. Excuse me. When we watched Tenet for the first time, I think when we did the episode, we talked about how if you close your eyes, it sounds like a young Denzel Washington. Yeah. He has a lot of the same mannerisms as Denzel. Obviously, you pick up what your parents do, and I'm sure he's watched his father's movies countless times over the years and hanging out with him and everything. Obviously, all the time on sets. And just seeing his acting performances. So, like, John David Washington has so much of his father in him in terms of his acting. It's so funny and interesting.
I want to see what Nolan's home theater looks like.
Imagine if Nolan did, like, a time movie with them two in it as the same character.
Why not?
That would be cool.
Why not?
Someone has to take advantage of that because they're two high-caliber actors, both tremendous talents.
And it's like they sound exactly the same.
Yeah.
And you can totally believe that they're the same person.
Whereas, like, I love a movie like Looper, where JGL plays a young Bruce Willis, but the prosthetics, I wish they just went just JGL be JGL with his face. It would have worked better. But if you have two actors who are father-son or mother-daughter, just pull it off. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Ridley Scott's excellent new film, The Last Duel, which is one of our favorites from the year of 2021, is now streaming on HBO Max. If you don't have it, we recommend you maybe get HBO Max for their gigantic library of films and watching a movie like The Last Duel. If you do have HBO Max, this should be your next movie to watch for sure.
Black Panther 2, some more news. Winston Dukes M'Baku reportedly has a bigger role in Wakanda Forever. I'm assuming that all the characters have larger roles because of the loss of Chadwick Boseman, and we still have no idea what the plot's going to be about. We have no idea if T'Challa is going to be recast, if the character will even be in the movie. We don't know anything yet, so maybe T'Challa won't be in the film, and they're just going to have all the other characters just step up.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to explain his death, so it's very curious to see what they do. But I feel confident that Ryan Coogler figured it out. He's a smart guy. Daniel Craig, while doing press, recently revealed that he actually asked Sam Mendes to direct his first James Bond film, Skyfall, while they were both at a party, and Daniel Craig was apparently pretty drunk when he asked him, and I can only imagine he was like, bro, you gotta direct the next Bond movie. It would be sick, bro.
You the man, mate. Tim Allen is returning for Santa Claus Disney Plus TV show. So the Santa Claus franchise is going to have a show spinning off from creator of Last Man Standing. I think Tim Allen was a really good Santa Claus.
I think he's the best Santa.
That might be the best Santa Claus movie, like of just a movie about Santa Claus.
He's the best Santa in movies. Think of a better one. I can't.
I don't know.
He's like a perfect Santa.
I mean, Kurt Russell's really good in the newer one. Newer Christmas films.
When Tim Allen is finally Santa at the end of that movie, it's like that Santa Claus.
Yeah, but I think the Santa Claus is the best Santa movie.
Yeah,
and you're right. That's probably why. So I'm down for that.
Oh yeah. Ryan Reynolds raised over $850,000 for children's charities using a fun, viral, ugly sweater campaign that he started on Twitter. So Ryan Reynolds always being a stand-up guy giving back to the community.
That's great. And it reminds me of when Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal, I think Gyllenhaal was having like a Christmas party, and they said it was ugly sweater, and they tricked Reynolds to show up with an ugly sweater, and the photo is iconic. It's on the internet.
What a great trio of friends.
I know, they just have the best time ever.
Because Reynolds has worked with both of them in films, but not all three of them together.
Aquaman 2 has wrapped filming. Jason Momoa and Patrick Wilson celebrated by sharing a set photo. So James Wan's second film, Aquaman and the Last Kingdom, is done, and it's coming out this year. So I think it's November is the release date for that, right?
Aquaman, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I like the first one. I think I'm not a huge fan of the villains in it, but I think it's a pretty solid film.
Patrick Wilson's in this one too, though.
Yeah, which is pretty interesting.
Also, another Denzel Washington news. While he's doing press, he was asked if he could work with any director right now, who would it be? And he said Christopher Nolan, obviously. He said, Chris, Call me. Just call me, Chris. Come on, let's go.
And some more Denzel Washington news. He confirmed that The Equalizer 3 starts filming this year. Sign me up. I
Hell
love
yes.
both of the
Hell
Equalizer
yes.
movies that he's been in. And this takes place in Boston, kids, so it's extra fun.
Man, I love the Equalizer. He's great.
Such a badass in these movies.
I remember in the last one where he's talking to the crew of bad guys. He's like, I can't wait to kill you, but the only problem is I'm only going to be able to kill you once or something. Like that's the really bad part about it.
It's basically Greasy in Man on Fire.
Oh yeah, Greasy, Greasy Bear. There's a new trailer for Ty West's new horror film called X, which shows a bunch of adult film stars in the 70s who get terrorized by Texans in a farmhouse, and this looks like a pretty fun slasher flick. Also pretty mysterious. We don't really know exactly what's going on, but it looks pretty fun and gory.
We're fans of Ty West. Anthony introduced me to him years ago, and then I've been a fan of his ever since, like The House of the Devil, The Innkeepers, The Sacrament. He's made a bunch of great, really kind of relatively unknown horror films. I recommend checking out House of the Devil if you like possession, like demon movies, and he's just a really great, I think, relatively unknown director.
Yeah,
I wish
his
more
movies
people
are
knew
all
about-
small, never really huge successes.
So if you're horror fans, check him out. It's so cool. He's working with A24 now.
Yeah. Now, Red Notice was apparently so successful at Netflix that we're now getting Red Notice 2 and Red Notice 3.
But successful in what? Playbacks?
Yeah, I don't
streams?
know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure who asked for this because from what I saw, it didn't get any very, very good reviews at all. But I guess we need more Red Notice.
And all three actors, Ryan Reynolds, Dwayne Johnson, and Gal Gadot, are expected to return. Gal Gadot is killing it right now, just like them two, because she's also got cast as Cleopatra, and she's going to be obviously Diana Prince in The Flash.
Death of the Nile. She's
Death
the
of the
lead.
Nile is coming out too, so she's having an awesome
And she
career.
was actually, speaking of Gal Gadot, she was just cast in the remake of Alfred Hitchcock's classic To Catch a Thief.
Oh, no way.
It'll be fun to see a remake of that because it's a great film and it's about 70 years old. Oh my God, almost 70 years old. So it'll be fun who they cast as the lead actor in that because the movie works because of the two leads working together.
Tom Holland has reportedly been asked to host the Oscars 2022 ceremony. The Spider-Man No Way Home star has been contacted by the Academy Awards after expressing interest in the job. I think he'd be a solid choice to host the awards.
Yeah, because he's a triple threat like Hugh Jackman.
He can
where
dance,
he can do sing and dance.
I'm sure. Yeah, can he sing?
Full-time performer.
Does he sing?
Yeah, he was
Billy
in
Elliot.
Yeah, he was. Billy Elliot's a musical.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
right. So I'm down for that, and I'd rather them do stuff like that to get a younger audience than have a bunch of musical numbers instead, like they did and cut out a bunch of awards presentations.
They're desperate for young viewers because they've just had they didn't even have a host last year,
It
and
was
then
the lowest numbers ever.
and I just think the hosts they've picked over the last few years. Chris Rock did it like 4 years ago. I think he was the last good host that they had.
Well, and then the Kevin Hart situation where, they had Kevin Hart, then they fired him, then they asked him to apologize to come back, and then Kevin Hart's like, nah, bro, I'm not
Screw
doing
you.
that.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I think he would be a great host. It would be a fun time.
Unless he has some bad tweets in the past.
Tom, you better scrub through those tweets, bro. Javier Bardem recently revealed that a role that he would love to take on is Frankenstein's monster. Universal, I think, is kind of in the process of rebooting that classic. So if they do, Javier Bardem is the guy to call. He would be perfect. He basically played a monstrous being in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie he was in.
All right, what else do we have enough? What's the story about Tarantino?
So Diane Kruger revealed that when she was trying to get an audition for Inglourious Basterds, Tarantino kept rejecting her because he saw a movie of hers and hated the movie and didn't like her in it. I'm guessing it might have been National Treasure 2.
Maybe.
Because it came out a couple years before Inglourious. And so she was desperate to audition, feeling that she was confident that she could do the role better than anyone else. And when Tarantino auditioned all of Hollywood and still wasn't satisfied with casting anyone, she flew herself to Germany to meet up with him and auditioned and got the part immediately.
Good for her.
Yeah, she took control of that situation.
All right, let's see. Timothy Oliphant is set to Don Raylan Givens' iconic Stetson once again in Justified City Prime. Okay, so he's reprising his role in Justified.
It's a miniseries.
And
it's based off of a Elmore Leonard novel, whereas the character and a few of the seasons were inspired by the books, but oftentimes they were writing their own stories based upon the character and world that Elmore Leonard created. But this miniseries will be based very loyally to this novel that Elmore Leonard wrote.
I bet it's really good then.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Everything Justified is good.
Yeah, but if it's based off a book now, you
Yeah.
know. Because I think that was the problem with Dexter, where the first season of Dexter is based off the first book, Darkly Dreaming Dexter. Season 2 was very good, but they're kind of like taking their own path. But then after that, they just did their whole thing entirely. And then I think each season of Dexter fell off.
Yeah, exactly. For example, like Justified's great villain played by Walter Goggins, he was never a major role in the books. He was a minor character, but they turned him into a big villain for the show.
Did you say Walter?
Walton.
Yeah.
Walton. Did I say Walter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Walton.
I'm just saving it because someone's going to be like, it's
Walton!
Walton! Unsubscribe!
There's this really great comedy series coming out called Murderville, which I think is a really terrific idea. Will Arnett is playing a detective, and every episode he has to solve a new case. And every episode he gets a new partner who's played by a celebrity guest. And what happens is Will Arnett and the minor character actors know the scripts, but the special guest doesn't know the script or the plot at all, and they have to improvise in every scene with Will Arnett.
So he plays himself? They all play themselves?
No, he's playing a detective, and
Okay.
they're playing characters, but they're famous celebrities who are guest spotting on the show.
That's pretty funny.
Conan O'Brien's going to be one of them.
No way.
Yeah, Kumail Nanjiani's going to be
Are they
one.
going to be like period pieces?
No,
or
it's
like...
a modern detective.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it looks like a lot of fun. And the special Marshawn Lynch is one of them.
No way.
Yeah. So and what happened?
I think you could get Skittles in the show.
They gotta. And so what happens is, so they I believe they're doing a bunch of camera setups just to capture as much coverage as possible. But it's narrative. It's not like a mockumentary. And the guest has to figure out who the killer is.
That's great.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the Conan one because Conan is like,
He's the best improviser.
in terms of like having
Yeah.
conversations and stuff like that, like I could watch his YouTube clips all day, just him interacting with people on the streets or in the show and behind the scenes and stuff like that. So funny, improvisational. Like that guy is hysterical.
You had me at Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
So that sounds like it could be a lot of fun.
And that wraps our movie news number 32. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to check out our Scream review yesterday. Again, it's spoiler-free for the first 7-8 minutes, and then we get into spoiler territory after that. We have some great episodes coming this week. Monday is going to be a classic
Oh,
film,
yeah.
a classic horror film.
Are you done editing that yet?
I haven't started yet. I'll get it done.
You always get it
I don't
done.
have a day job anymore, man.
This is your day
Yeah,
job.
man, I don't have to do a 9 to 5. I don't have to clock in. Do whatever I want. All right,
Oh, yeah.
everyone, have a great rest of your Sunday.
Bye.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Raiders of the Lost podcast. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button, leave a comment. Find us on all audio streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Raiders of the Lost podcast. Be sure to check out one of these other videos right here for more content on our favorite films and breaking down all kinds of movie content. Thanks so much.